Hello, survivors. Hi, family and friends. This is Roy from Bootsy Sweetheart's Guide to Life and Other Disappointing Experiences, asking you, are you a thrift store junkie like me? If you are, the question that follows is, what do you do with all the stuff you buy? So this video will start to explain how I handle some of my thrift store purchases. Well, this is my second attempt at this video. Apparently you have to put the start recording on before you start preparing the video. Let me just double check. Yes, it says it is working. Those of you that watched my procrastination video, you'll get a kick out of the fact that it is now 2 months into my New Year's resolution, and I've now broken it a second time. I have gone to my thrift shop and purchased another $8.13 worth of items. Now, this video will be a little bit different, I hope, because I want to be able to combine it with making some of the things and showing you how I use some of the things that I've acquired. So I'll rush through this now and hopefully spend a little bit more time on some of the things that I've done with the items I've bought. Let me shrink myself down. Well, first, it's a it's a Saturday night after 8 o'clock. So cheers. A little red wine will make this a little bit easier since I've already made one big mistake. A votre santé. Okay, one of the things I've found for $1, this is $1.99, so it's $1. All these little cotton, they're called charm keys. I'll show you, I'm going to do a braided thing, I think, with these. Oh, not that. I opened these up already because I've already done the video once and had to restart it. This is a beautiful, beautiful crochet thread. Can you see the sheen? It's absolutely beautiful. And it's very, very soft. I'm imagining it's a bear to work with, but we'll see what we can do. I love this. The feel, the drape. This is beautiful. Okay, can't waste any time. Zippers. Can never have enough zippers. This whole package of zippers was $1. I've got to start using my zippers up because I've got an overflow of them. I picked up this for $2, which was $1 in the end. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it. I know some of you folk who do journals will appreciate how beautiful this is. I think it would be a nice journal page, but I think I'd like to use it as a cover of like a Victorian type memory journal or something to that effect. Even the selvage is nice. So got that for $1. I have a specific idea for that. What else is in here? Oh, eat your heart out. Oh my God, look at this. This was $2.69, so that's a $2.70, so $1.35. Not bad for a 5th grade school teacher. $1.75 for yards and yards and yards and yards and yards and yards of lace. And those of you that know Fiona Jennings' YouTube, I think she's in Northern England. I'll do something that Fiona would do with it. Oh, now I'm going to have to put all this in some order. I've messed it all up. Yards and yards and yards of lace for $1.70. No, $1.35. And you know me and my tassels. Here are eight beautiful, beautiful tassels and cording for $1. They were $1.99. I don't know why it was so cheap, because this is gorgeous. This is absolutely beautiful. I have a couple of specific projects for this. So I am not sure if I put these on a in my web store, which I'll open after I get back from vacation. I'm going on vacation again. Well, I'm retired. What can I tell you? And lastly, to give you a little giggle, and you'll see why this is important to me, I have a wig. Not for me. And it will get washed. I'm going to throw it in one of the lingerie bags when I do the laundry. It's a very open mesh wig. It's obviously a costume kind of wig, although you probably could get away with it on the street. Had I cleaned it, I would actually have modeled it, but I'm not going to model it until I've washed it thoroughly. And this was $2.99, so it was $1.50. Thank you for watching this part of it. Stay with me. Either I will break this up into sections after I've shown you one of the items, then show you what I've done with it, or I'll put it all together at the end, what I've done with these. But I hope you're having some fun. I'm having a ball doing this. This is fun. Anyway, stay with us, and there's more to come. Well, before I get started, let me straighten myself up. When I looked at the video, I look like the wreck of the Hesperus. Sorry about that. Those of you who have seasonal allergies, this is the beginning of the spring. Can't get these pockets to stand down. Oh well. I'll look prettier next time. First thing I want to show you is, of course, these little charm, I forget what they're called again, I don't remember. But they're beautiful. I love them. I love to work with them. And there's not a lot of yarn on each, so you're destined to do what I love to do, and that's make small projects. Here's a practice I was doing with the basket weave with one of the skeins of yarn. And some of these are from other yarn, but most of these are from those little charm packets. I'm just making a bunch of motifs, and again, I had mentioned that I wanted to do a braid, so I took 3 of the skeins, 3 different colors, and made a couple of braids. Now where's the other one? Oh, there was another pretty one. Well, it's somewhere around. So I have that, and I'm going to be making a tote bag with flowers and a vine. You'll see how it comes together. I have some leaves that I made. It's going to be really pretty. So that's how I've used some of these, and many more. You can see they also come, and I've got these at the thrift store as well. They also come in a like a glitter yarn. These are very, very pretty. I'm not sure exactly how to use them just yet because they're so special. I don't want to just make ordinary things of them. So that, well, here's one with a flower. I don't know whether you can see how pretty that is. There's that. So that's one project that I've started using this. And those of you who, again, are like me and tend to get distracted easily, these are great projects because I can start them, put them aside, and continue with them when I get bored. And that's what's probably happening here with all the other items. So let me show you what's next. Now this yarn is just wonderful. I don't know what it is. and I've spent some time untangling it. I have a little more to go. It untangles very easily, by the way, but it's not good on the ball because it keeps slipping off. It's so slippery. So one of the things I'm going to do with this is edgings, because they're just the hand of it is so soft and drapey. So what I did is, one of the things I did is crocheted an edging that I want to put on a little wallet. This is not a wallet that I made, and it's felt, but it's just pretty. When you add, excuse me, when you add a border to it, I'll probably glue it on, even though I'd love to sew it on for security and appearance. But isn't that pretty? And it's very, very, very flexible. I love the way it feels. This is going to be a special material to work with. All for, what was that? $1.69 divided by 2, divided in half. So this was $1.70, $1.35. There again, 5th grade school teacher. The cording and the tassels are perfect for the things I do with handbags. You can see, I'll show you in a minute, you can see how I can attach my own handmade cord attachment for a purse. I'll show you how that fills in. But I wanted to just show you zippers. Zippers. I got that big bag of zippers, and I'm always using zippers. Some of them even just for decoration. So what I've decided to do with the cording to start out with is, and here's that zipper, by the way. Here's one of the zippers I've put in. I'm going to be making a round handbag that I've cut out already, and I'm all ready. I've got pockets in it. Here's a pocket. This is the lining. This is the fashion fabric. And the cording is going to be the handle. And one of the tassels will hang down, if you can imagine this, if you would. It can hang down from the bottom of the bag. It'll be really pretty. And I may use the other tassel. See, so that'll be hanging down from the bottom of the bag. I may use the other tassel for a zipper pull, I'll see. I clipped it together where I'm going to sew it eventually to give you a better idea how this works. So that, stay together. So what happens is the cording becomes the handle of the bag. I don't know whether you can see that. It'll be much nicer when it's all sewn together. I just have it all on clips. And then this becomes the handle. It's very hard to show here. And let me see if I can do this. Does that help? There we go. This is fun. It's a fun project. But it's unique. I mean, the measurements are unique to this bag. I love the fabric. It's a synthetic, and this has a nice sheen to it. I'm not sure it comes up on the camera. You can see a little bit. Let me see by the odd light. I don't know. Anyway, this is zipper, cording, and I have enough for more bags, and certainly have enough zippers. Woo! We'll have a handbag that I can add to my collection that someday I will put up and sell online. One of the things about selling online is the amount of time it takes up to put up an item. Between the measuring, the description, setting all the prices, taking all the pictures. It takes a lot of time to put up one item, so I get kind of behind in that part of it. And the fun is really in making the item, whatever it is. Often, looking at something in a thrift store, you have to decide, how am I going to use that? Otherwise, it sits in the closet like a lot of my things and never gets used. But things like lace you use all the time for all kinds of things. So one of the things I did with this lace, and I combined the two finds together. Again, if Leona Jennings has a whole bunch of videos on making flowers and embellishments with lace. I just made some simple flowers, just gathering them around. I had some antique beads. These are off-white, like a ecru. Here's white. And you use a lot of the lace. I use a lot of the lace for flowers. And there's so much that came. I also use some of the lace, and I'll be showing you more about this project, in making my crazy quilt squares. I had another one. Where is it? Oh, here's another one. Just sewing scraps together, and then you sew in some lace. This is an eyelet, which is pretty, but you can use regular lace and then hide some of the seams with the lace. A lot of that. One of the things I do is make tissue box covers for the holidays and for different seasons and just for decorating. It's nicer than having the boutique box showing. And what I thought this would be wonderful as, besides a journal cover, I'm going to use it on a journal cover, at least one journal cover. I started a tissue box cover using this lacy tablecloth, I guess it was. Could have been a sheer curtain, but I don't see any seams or anything. And this turned out so pretty. And I thought, could even embellish it with a flower here or there. Oh, not the white one though. Something like that. That would look pretty on the table rather than a box. And when I'm finished, I'll take some more of the lace and finish the edges with it. And you'll have a pretty tissue box cover. So that's where some of this is going. I had another idea. Oh, here it is. You may have seen a video I did making these little bags, gift bags. Well, here's another perfect use for this fabric, is I fussy cut out flowers. Again, I'm going to apologize for the hoarse voice. It's just the allergies are awful. And I'll glue these on. Well, that one has a hole in it. I have some more. I'll glue these on somehow, some arrangement. And I fussy cut a trim for the top. And that'll go up here. And now my little tote became something very special. You could add other things. You could add some beads. And after making the tissue box cover, I wound up with a piece. This is sewn in, by the way, and here's the stitching. So it's not glued, so it's really strong. And these I'm going to make snippets out of. I'll just add some more embellishments, leave it open for anybody who wants to add their own. And I'm getting a lot of use out of these two terrific finds, lace. Now for the comic relief part of the video. You may have wondered why I purchased a wig. Well, I have a head form here. Average head form. It's 23 inches around the standard size of a hat. I love to make hats, crochet hats. I do not use a pattern. It can't be duplicated easily. And I put them on my head form, and I'll put them up on my online shop. Well, they look okay like this, so I had the brilliant idea, maybe maybe they would look better if they had a head form with hair. Well, that didn't turn out as good as I had planned. So let me put one more on. I have a whole bunch of hats. This one was fun making. Little clusters and popcorny things. Isn't that pretty? They're cute. Oh, this one, I love this one. It's very fall looking. Very autumn looking. Has a nice motif on the top. Can't imagine what to sell these for. They take so much time to make, but it's all enjoyable time. Keeps me off the streets, as they say. So the brilliant idea was can you imagine what it's like living in my head? Putting this little wig on and making the hat look a little more normal on a person. Well, I don't think it succeeded, but you can tell me. Be honest. Honesty is the best policy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Takes a minute or two. And these are brimmed. You can make the brim. They're very flexible. It's actually not so bad. I don't know. Oh, that's terrible. This is really a brim, so I don't know why I folded it that way. So it really looks like a brim. Let me try one of the others. Oh, I love this coloring. This color's pretty. Again, it's the standard size heads. Can't really size them, so it's pretty. They look better. You'll see them on my website eventually. They'll have a better picture. But so, what do you think? The hair? I think the hair was a failure. But I have a costume hair now. If ever I have another Halloween party to go to, needs a little trimming. But for $1.50 or whatever it is I paid for it, it turns out it's not a costume. It's really well made. So it's a real wig. Anyway, that. Before I close, let me just show you the other things that I found when I was looking for stuff. Here's the other zip cording that I made with a braid. And this will either be a dangle, but more than likely, because I make a lot of purses, this is going to be a zipper pull. And I was playing with using different color yarns for, oh, the landscapers are back, if you can hear them in the background, for the basket weave. Kind of worked, not sure. This was an experimental video, having fun. If you like it, please let me know. If you want to see more where my thrift shop purchases wind up. The only real issue is that this only uses 1/10% of the stuff you buy, and you have all that other product left over. So the projects can keep coming and coming and coming, and then you wind up going back to the thrift store before long, and you have more. So I want to thank you very, very much for viewing this video. Sorry about that. I'm playing. Ooh, there's a fuzz flying around somewhere. And enjoy shopping at your thrift store. You never know what you're going to find. You have uses for everything. Thank you for viewing. Please let me know what you think below. And stay well, stay healthy. We are in the social distancing mode still. I haven't been out of the house in over 2 weeks. So I'm ready to see people and I'm always ready to be seen. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.